All right, it is July 5th, or wait, maybe it's actually the 7th? Because it feels like a Sunday. Or if you work today, you might think it's Monday. And is it though? Is it? No. It's not any of that. I know, it gets confusing when you have those like days off for holidays and stuff that are like in the week, and you're like, wait, what day was it? Like, I fucking thought Wednesday was actually the 5th. I thought yesterday was actually Saturday, and then that means today would actually be Sunday. Perfect. We figured it out. Except, do I work tomorrow? I didn't think I worked tomorrow. Oh, Windows even says it's the 5th, so okay, I don't have to work tomorrow. That's a relief. That's awesome and confusing, and well, you know what? You can set us all straight on that it's actually Friday the 5th, and also there's a new moon apparently. But you can say it straight because I got concerts to tell you about on specific dates, and that will help us figure out what day of the week it is from here going forward. So let's go. Yes, welcome to another episode of Every Show Joe Says Go, where I'm recommending shows with artists and bands that I think are fucking awesome around the Phoenix area and within driving distance, like Flagstaff and Prescott if there's one there, Tucson, Yuma, which certainly I'd call it a day trip, but I don't think most people call it a 3.5 hour drive a day trip. Maybe. But yeah, things within reach of Phoenix that have artists on them that I think are awesome. And also, usually they're complimentary of the rest of them. So if one is awesome, chances are the rest of them are awesome. You'll enjoy the entire show if you hang out for the whole thing, or if you're like me and sometimes jump around, a la carte kind of. Is that right? Freezing there, putting together your own night of awesome music. You can always jump around. But yeah, so there's that. Also, of course, where I still recommend masking and the enclosed spaces, the indoor spaces, to prevent and lower your risk of long COVID, as I've been dealing with. I've now passed the 2-year mark, which actually we can spotlight here. There we go. Yep. Oh, and they're being confirmed. It is July 5th. But yeah, if you haven't been over at everyshowjoe.com that I mention every week. But I did another kind of retrospect, looking back at the last year of my long COVID experience. There's even a link here that if you want to go back to, I did it on the year mark last year, and then I followed it up this year. And it kind of goes through, it's the first time I'm even realizing I put together everything that I've gone through in this experience and where I'm going, where I'm at, and all that fun stuff, where I am, kind of set expectations. And yeah, so you can go check out my long COVID experience for the second year now over there on everyshowjoe.com. So throw that out there for you. What a fun time. It's so frustrating at times, but also hopefully encourages you guys to be a little more careful out there, because this shit, going through all the doctor's appointments and tests you're going to see and read if you head over there, it's been its own kind of fatigue on top of the chronic fatigue I'm already experiencing. And yeah, so again, and like I say in there and on my post when I shared it yesterday, thank you guys who have checked in, supported, and helped me out over these past 2 years with this, and hopefully something we'll have answers soon. I'm getting referred to a hematologist now, so we're going to see if they might be able to figure out what's going on with my anemia, if it's not iron deficiency or what. So, God, yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm always encouraging doing what you can to lower your risk of that. Also, of course, thank you, Tony Wiley, for the music you hear at the top every week. Created that intro song. And then, yes, other housekeeping. Of course, music you're hearing underneath this week is Rejected Monsters, R.I.P. Zombie, that off their new EP that came out at the end of May. So you can go check them out if you're liking what you're hearing. Also, of course, if you're liking what you're watching, be sure to like this wherever you're watching it, whether it's YouTube, youtube.com/everyshowjoe, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky. I'm trying to be active on Blue Sky. I'm trying. Because it's at least a nicer environment than what Musk has turned that other place into. But yeah, and of course, be sure to subscribe. There should be like a button like right there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's free. Get a notification when this content or any other content goes live. Like when I have the energy to try and Twitch stream again, and I archive them over here. And any like podcasts or things like the concerts of calendars or concerts of consoles. I'm combining things now. Episodes are all on there, which you'll see even a link pop up near the end of this video that brings you to that playlist. So, you can check out some of the podcasts I've done over the years and, fun stuff with bands, musicians even. It's crazy. Crazy in the Brains even were on the last episode. We played Ninja Turtles. But, of course, other things you can do is, of course, head to patreon.com/everyshowjoe because I don't get ads over on YouTube or really anywhere, and support me there. And that's also the reason I mentioned subscribing, because YouTube gives you more features as you get more followers. So, that kind of stuff. But I don't get that. So patreon.com/everyshowjoe. There's even a $1 a month tier, a $5 a month tier. Anything you're willing to give. Consider it like a tip, which also Facebook introduces stars things, so you can always do it that way too. But yeah, support me over there. Any little bit I appreciate helps me with ticket costs when I'm able to make it out to shows. It helps me with gas to get to those shows, and sometimes if I'm trying to fly to Denver to maybe hopefully be able to survive a Pumpkin Drublic and Xeno effects one more time, that kind of stuff. I hope I can. I got to make that judgment soon since it is the 5th. But on the other thing you can do, and like consider it like I say every week, buy me a soda or a water or a beer or whatever your drink of preference. Consider it like that. That's another thing. At a mid-sized venue, because we know, though you can give me the money for a Desert Sky Pavilion or whatever the fuck, auction pavilion priced beer, that I would totally be fine with that too. Regardless, other stuff you can do, and it's completely free. You go to everyshowjoe.com, support me over there. Like I said, got the new little editorial, little look back on the second year of long COVID over there now, posted up there, so you can check that out. Plus, you can go check out all my other stuff, my photography and my writing of show recaps of why I think the fans were fucking awesome that night and why they were awesome, and cool picture showing you them just being awesome. Everything's awesome. Oh shit, don't get that song in your head. Fuck, it might get in my head. But yeah, you can go check that out. Most recently was Catching Jer first trip to Phoenix with Devin Kane Solutions, who I fucking love, and Susie True, who are fucking awesome, and our own Space Me. So you can see some of that stuff too. So some awesome stuff. And I think I already said it before, but yeah, Rejected Monsters, R.I.P. Zombies is the track you're hearing on underneath here this week. And then, of course, every week, I like to fucking stress this, especially in today's political climate of fuck sexism, fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck bullshit that is trying to take away basic human rights and trying to distract you from real issues, usually, and just hate. It's just hate. Why the fuck do you even, or why are you even fucking trying to pull the rights of these people away from them? It's so frustrating and angering, and yeah, so I like to throw away. I'm pissed. But yeah, I have them on my website at everyshowjoe.com. There's a get involved section. You can even just do /get involved and it should bring you there. I don't know why I'm coughing. Some high quality H2O. But yeah, so there's ways to support. Let's be proactive. Let's try to get involved. I have links there for Arizona for Abortion Access, which they just turned in double the needed signatures to get that amendment proposition onto the ballot in November. So hell yes, everyone should have a right to choose what they do with their reproductive system. And yes, so that is awesome news. So that's of course there. There's a link to Abortion Fund of Arizona is on there. Also good resource for that kind of stuff and information for that. Also links to stuff like the Phoenix Metro section of Black Lives Matter, Podare in Action, which is an amazing group to get involved with too. There's also 1in10.org that I've pushed and mentioned every week about LGBTQ. RAIN is on there, helping victims of rape and incest. ACLU links, a lot of awesome stuff. Also, I did finally, since now I know the Phoenix section is now, there's Feed Phoenix. So there's a link to that now, which is, as it sounds, feedphoenix.org. And you can go check them out. They're helping with the homeless. It used to be the side of Project Phoenix, is my understanding. But regardless, I updated the link, so we got that. I'm on top of it this week. But there's also links to StopAAPIHate.org. There's FirstNations.org. There's Punk Rock Saves Lives, who are fucking involved with our punk scene and across the country and helping out and with mental health and all that fun stuff. So a lot of ways to get involved. Also, all these organizations take donations if you can't get involved. But, well, yeah, you'll find activities and things posted of what they're doing and get involved with these organizations. So some awesome stuff over there on everyshowjoe.com/get involved. Of course, the other thing I like to be proactive about is supporting our favorite musicians. Of course, as I say every week, the best, simplest, most fun way is to just go to that merch booth, to go to that website for the band directly, go to their merch store, buy their shirts, buy the albums, buy the vinyls, buy just the digital. You don't even have to have anything tangible, just buy the album, support them directly. Buy the hoodies, maybe not in Phoenix, or maybe a skater hoodie. Keep that moisture in while you're sweating out there in the 118. But yeah, go support your artists directly. Even Bandcamp, throw it out there. It at least is giving them more money than they would get off of you streaming their album for a long while. So just go buy the album on their Bandcamp even. And you can still stream. That's additional quarters of a penny, or really less, that you're adding to it for those artists, while also giving them money through Bandcamp. So just go support your artists directly, and awesome. That's awesome. I guess that's my phrase of the week. Awesome. We're not going to say that other phrase, otherwise I'm going to get that song stuck in my head that has that Lonely Island group and that Tegan and Sarah in it. Also, of course, NIVA, National Independent Venue Association, other things out there. They're representing in our current body of government the lobbying interests for independent music and venues, and so they are an awesome one, and they have an emergency fund where they can help for some of the independent venues. So yeah, and then of course the most fun way, the way that I fucking miss, it's getting out to seeing regularly, and that's going to a show, going to the venues themselves, getting some of that awesome burrito food over at at Crescent, or those fucking the Moody Black's food over at Yucca now is that's so fucking good. Like, or just getting a beer, but whatever you prefer for your drink responsibly. Asterisk. Put it under here. We'll just add text. But yeah, go to the venue, go watch your favorite bands in person. And we'll start tonight, July 5th. I'm not trying to confuse you any further. The weekend and the day is off already are doing that to fuck with us. But yeah, tonight, Friday the 5th, all times are Arizona time, so hopefully all the stream times are correct. And I'm even seeing that one was correct here and I didn't even realize. But yeah, so we got Davila 666 with Legos Largus, Doms, and Mr. Mud and Mr. Gold over the Linger Longer Lounge. There's a lot of L's in there. At 8 p.m. though for you if you're heading over there. Of course, Cage the Elephant with Young the Giant. Both those artists are bands that I've seen. I saw Young the Giant when they were smaller. Well, smaller than they are now. And they're both awesome with Bakar and Willow Avalon over at Talking Sick Resort Amphitheater, 6:30 p.m. Oh, it is Talking Sick. It used to be Auction. There's so many confusing sponsorship changes. Anyways, 6:30 p.m. Desert Sky Pavilion. Some of you guys will know what that means. It describes the area that the amphitheater's in. We also got Strange Love, a Depeche Mode experience, which is a little mix on cover tribute bands, but the reason it's on here is those openers are amazing. Paper Foxes and Chrome Rhino are opening it over the Market Theater, 7 p.m. So fuck yes. And then yeah, we had, before I recorded, a little bit ago, we had the Four-Eyed Horseman return for a stream, a Independence Day stream on the 5th with MC Frontalot, with Migran, with MC Lars, with Schaefer the Dark Lord, which, holy crap. Like, you can still get it on video on demand, I think. You can go check. Schaefer, once again, did an Independence Day in the movie. Yes, with Will Smith. Did a whole thing for his set, and it was amazing. Just gonna put that out there. And Wreck of the System opened it. The number 4 ide.square.site. If it is still up, you can go check that out. It was a 4:30 p.m. stream. And then, of course, hanging at home looking for something you can watch, or through your phone if you have the Twitch app. Twitch.tv/Scott Klopfenstein. You can catch Scott Klopfenstein of once the Real Big Fish, of currently the Littlest Band, and yes, of just being a great person. But yeah, takes requests, great community hanging out there on his streams, and yeah, go check that out over on his Twitch. And then yeah, Saturday, I'll let you know, it's a lighter week. Looking through it all, it's definitely a lighter week, but that makes it a little easier, right, to find some stuff. We got Simple Malfunction with Ew. Anyways, EWW, ew, I think that's just ew. Or it's a new wrestling league. You tell me. Misery and Johnny and the Empties over at Ground Zero Studios, 6:30 p.m. We also got the Antibacteria Cafeteria presents Machinery of Night, The Frequency Principle, and Mills End doing an acoustic show over at Fa Cow, 7:30 p.m. Which, speaking of, getting some food near some of your favorite venues, get some pho over there while you're watching some great music. And then we got Police State with Journal with Twin Star over at the Valley Bar, 6:30 p.m. We got Matt W. Gage. I assume we say his middle initial. That's what was on the flyer on the website. With Taylor Glishing, who's fucking awesome, and DS Yahtzee over Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. And then Sunday we got a couple. We got the Early November with Hello Goodbye, and this is why they're on this list for me. Cliff Diver, fucking once again back out on the road. If you haven't seen Cliff Diver, awesome band. They're at the Now Theater, 7:30 p.m. We also got Terror Attack with So Happy with T.O.B. and Natural Infestation over at Taproom 120 over in Gilbert, 7 p.m. We got Blushing with Citrus Clouds, Twin Star at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m., which I was listening to Blushing, and I was enjoying it, so let me put them on the list. They're kind of like, I don't know if I call them hyper pop, but they're like indie rock pop, I guess we kind of would alternative. Go check them out. They have a Bandcamp. But they're on the list. And of course, if you're hanging out at home looking for something awesome, Bite Me Bambi, they do their normal music stream on Sundays, 2 p.m., twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi. And Bambi with an I, if you need to know how to spell it. And then Monday, we've got a really good show with real friends. Sundress, Trouble Minds, Crescent Ballroom, 7:30 p.m. Mouth is just watering thinking about buying one of those awesome burritos. I prefer the carne asada. I know the bean and cheese is super popular. I can also recommend the tacos. They just have a really good kitchen. But also, it'd be complimentary to these awesome bands here. And make sure you're there early and catch Troubled Minds and Sundress and everyone. Also, of course, Scott Klopfenstein's other evening stream, 9 p.m. on Mondays. You can go check that out. And then Tuesday, we've got In the Valley Below with March. We're going with March. At the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. I will one day get the pronunciation of March right. March. They've told me, and I'm so sorry. But they are awesome, and yeah, go check them out. But if you're looking for other options, I got other options. We got Newground with Death Rugby, Oolong, and Practically People at the Nile Underground, 7 p.m. We also got the Holy Ghost Tabernacle Choir with Strelitzia, who just also put out an awesome new album with Bassett and Silk Stocking at the Beast, the Cornish Pasty Tempe. And then if you're hanging out at home or looking for something before you head out, you got Chris Murray doing his Booby live stream at 5 p.m. on his Facebook. And this is when By Me Medicine does their morning stream over on their Twitch, 7 a.m. our time here in Phoenix. And then Wednesday, I got nothing but Scott Klopfenstein's got you in the morning, 9 a.m. if you're looking for some awesome music, put in requests, listen to, and, while you're working even, because I definitely know we'll be back recommending. I'll be back recommending. But yeah, then Thursday, this is probably, I don't even want to say, I was like, this is the show of the week, because there's actually a Friday show that might be my show of the week. Well, these are both fucking amazing. We're just going to say that. These are fucking amazing. You're looking for amazing music, and you may not have heard them, or you caught them at Punk Rock Bowling. It's Nice, Niis. It is fucking great. I'm like excited already talking about them. And then also Slaughterhouse, which I have seen. They played the Punk in the Park. That last one, R.I.P. Big Surf. They opened it, and they were fucking awesome, and it surprised me. I didn't even know. I love when I go in, and I'm just like, I don't know an artist. I didn't actually look and research them. I just was like, let my ears judge and be like, that is amazing. So Slaughterhouse was one of those. And then Police State here from Phoenix. Over at the Nile Underground, 7:30 p.m. Like, that show is a fucking banger. If you're going to go with anything this week, at least make that one of your top choices. Also, if you're hanging out at home in the morning, Scott Claflin, of course, streaming 9 a.m. And then Friday. And then this would be the other show of the week. Week. It's a tie. I mean, they're all shows of the week. You'll fucking love going to any of these. But some of the best performances, this is the most energizing performances I've watched in a venue, have come at the hands of Death by Stereo. And that show is coming up here finally on Friday the 12th. With Overstand, with Reason Unknown, with Sorrower, and 10 Plot at Yucca Tap Room, 7:30 p.m. That is a fucking show of amazing locals and headliners. Fuck yes. So we're just gonna put that out there. But if that's not not to undersell everyone else, because there is some really good stuff also on Friday. We got Trash Can Romeo's, Ferratu, and the Voodoo at Chopper John's 9 p.m. Got Ska vs. Punk of the Scavalinas, Bounce House, AG Session, Debocalypse, Toilet with TOYLIT. That's kind of rough. And Desert Underground, or Desert Underground, sorry. Man, I guess I want some dessert. Desert Underground over the Blues Bar, 7 p.m. And then throwing it on here too, Fiddlehead with Gem and Dreamcast at the Rebel Lounge, 7:30 p.m. I was going and finally listening to Dreamcast, even though I put them on the list because they played with some bands that I think are awesome. I finally listened to them and I was like, this is really good. I'm just going to make sure I put on any show that has Dreamcast on. 7:30 p.m. Not just because they're named after a very good and the last, unfortunately, Sega console, but because they actually have a really good sound to them. So there's a 3-song EP and like 2 singles, and yeah, well, maybe I'll put them on underneath an episode in the coming weeks. Thoughts. But yeah, that's for the future. Regardless, there's one more. Of course, Scott Claflin's always streaming 9 p.m. over on his Twitch on Fridays. And yeah, so there's some awesomeness. There is some just really good music. And even though it's late, like I said, Thursday, Friday alone, so good 1-2 punch. But there's also some awesome music you can catch all through the week, except was it Monday? Yeah, so hopefully you guys have fun out there, catch some amazing music, post and share those bands that you fucking think are amazing. Also, go over to everyshowjoe.com and check out my little look back on the second year of my long COVID experience. Yeah, man, reflecting on that, I didn't even realize how much I'd done the tests. Like, it was added fatigue, I guess, appointment fatigue. But I never, putting it all down in writing made me realize even further how many tests and doctors and specialists I've been through trying to just find an answer for my health. So anyways, go check that out, everyshowjoe.com. Go check out some of these awesome shows that I'm suggesting you for this week. And then I guess that's all I got until next week. So until then, take care.